Good evening. We're going to call the regular meeting of the Elmont Village Council to order, April 21st, 2026. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Feldman.
Present.
Glasser.
Present.
Miller.
Present.
Schneider.
Present.
Powell.
Present.
Stuffler.
Present.
And Dyke.
Present. Do we have any changes, deletions, or additions to tonight's agenda? Being none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Support.
Motion by President Pro Tem Stuffler, supported by Councilmember Schneider to approve the agenda as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Communications St. Clair project update. It's the Fleer and Vandenbroek update for the street project. Manager Curverson, do you have anything to add to the schedule that's in the communication?
Nothing other than the fact that it matches what was presented at our meeting, and it's an accurate, we believe it is the final, that it's correct, and we will be following it going forward. The plans are in internal review to be released for bidding.
And we'll still expect updates if changes occur within the schedule, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Consent agenda meeting minutes, April 7th.
More than a few. So starting with the first paragraph under number 1 on regular agenda, let's go to the fourth line from the bottom, the sentence that begins with, if the village continues on this path. You need to strike you and replace it with it. And then the following sentence it reads as, it also causes some additional red tape if you, and strike you and insert the village. Instead of want, it should be wants. The following sentence after that, the final sentence of that first paragraph, is structured as, it is viewed positively. It says positively not to have. It should just be, it is viewed negatively to have the deficit. And then the sentence after that, it says below is the list of options. It's what it starts as. It should just start with the list of potential options presented to the village were, and then list those options. And then I have some corrections to those options as well. Instead of do nothing and let it play out and have, it should be take no action and allow for the deficit to be eliminated. And then insert in approximately 5 years instead of maybe. For option number 2, the second sentence says the village will need to verify with their legal team if it's an allowable option. Instead, I would just make, after the word bank, just make that a comma and say only after the village obtains a legal opinion that same is allowable. Option number 4 should end with comma, thereby eliminating the deficit. And then the final paragraph under number 1, the second sentence, I think that should instead read, discussion was held and council inquired why the deficit was not flagged by last year's audit. And then you could say, discussion was held regarding each of the options in council excuse me, let me rephrase that whole sentence. I messed up my own red lines. It should say discussion was held regarding each of the options and council inquired why the deficit was not flagged by last year's audit. And then the second sentence should read, council requested that staff present various costs for each option during the budget workshop, and council will determine the path they would like to take during the preparation of the 26-27 budget. And then under council manager comment, if you want to scroll all the way down to that, it's not the remuneration committee, it's the remuneration committee. And those are all my corrections.
Anybody else with minutes? General fund. Parks and Recreation Fund. Down. Oh, go ahead.
A quick question. Under water utilities, for pavilion usage, there was a charge of $199.12. I just wanted to ask the time frame for that, if that's known, Randy. The water is shut off for the park pavilion over the winter months, so I just wanted to clarify that.
Can I look into that and then give an answer to you via email to everybody?
Yes, that'd be fine.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I'm able to clarify that for our Thursday meeting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody else on Park and Recreation Fund? Downtown Development Authority Fund. Capital Project Fund. Sewer Fund. Water Fund. Equipment Fund. Payroll Register Report. Water Report. DPW Report. Water Usage Report. Wastewater Treatment Plant Report. Police Claims Report. Clerk Treasurer Report. The Revenue and Expenditure Report for the village. Multiple pages. Cheat report. OEO officer report, not SRO officer report, sorry. DDA director's report. After questions on the consent agenda, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda with the edits to the minutes as presented. Motion by President Pro Tem Stepler, supported by Councilmember Schneider, to accept the consent agenda as presented with the edited changes to the minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. The motion passes unanimously. Now is the time for public comment for anything on the regular agenda. Do we have any public comment tonight? Being none, agenda item number 1, Almont Homecoming Committee resignation. So, Tracy Pawinski, due to work commitments, is asking to resign as the secretary of the Almont Homecoming Committee, but says she still plans on helping with the planning and with the event itself. Do we have a motion to accept the resignation of Tracy Pawinski as the secretary of the Homecoming Committee?
I'll make the motion that we accept the resignation of Tracy Pawinski from the Almont Homecoming Committee with the position of secretary.
Motion by President Pro Tem Stoeffler, supported by Councilmember Feldman to accept the resignation of the Secretary of the Almont Homecoming Committee, Tracy Kowinski. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Agenda item. Yeah.
Can we just mention that we had the application for secretary previously? And we indicated they would need to resign.
Yeah, we had an application for secretary that, Dale, if you could contact the homecoming committee and remind them that we did accept the resignation, that on our next agenda, they would want to have the person that was, that applied to submit their qualification for the secretary position for the next council meeting.
Yes, sir.
I went out of order, I apologize. Agenda item number 1 was the zoning ordinance 193.9 amendment, second reading. This has gone through 2 iterations. It went through consensus for first reading at the last meeting. Does anybody have any questions regarding the second reading of the? I don't see that.
It's not in the packet.
Oh,
Not in the packet.
I
I
was
was
just
gonna
going
say,
back to look at
probably
the
need to
previous.
put it in the packet.
Yeah, we
Yes.
weren't provided with it.
I figured you'd go back to the previous because I've provided it 3 times, so, sorry.
Yeah, I think it's helpful to have it in
Each
front of
time?
us
Okay.
and for the record, yeah.
Want to go back to the previous agenda, or do they want to table this? So are they good?
There were no changes between the first reading and the second reading, right?
We haven't made it changes anytime we talked about it at all.
We'll talk about it in the third time we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take council's pleasure on that.
Accepted it.
Yes.
Motion that we adopt the amendment to ordinance 193.9.
Support it.
Motion by Councilmember Snyder, supported by Councilmember Feldman to accept the amendment as stated on the record. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Oh, roll call.
Yeah.
My
I
bad.
was gonna
Roll
say,
call. I'm gonna roll tonight.
ready? Schneider,
Aye.
Feldman,
Aye.
Glazer, Miller,
Aye.
Powell,
Aye.
Stoeffler,
Aye.
Dyke.
Aye. Motion passes by roll call unanimously. That concludes tonight's regular agenda. Now is the time for public comment for any non-agenda item. Do you have any public comment tonight on any non-agenda item? Being none, Councilmember, comment Manager Kerberson.
Just touch base on a couple of items. I'm sure you've seen our crews out doing spring cleanup, everything from brush chipping to street sweeping since our last meeting. Things are coming along really good. The significant rain that we've had, the crews have been going out of their way to make sure that drainage is functioning, definitely the municipal drainage, and then we've helped out several residential issues by inspection or a little help with getting them cleaned up or open so that they can drain. We have been, I have been working with the OEO and DDA executive director on some blight issues. They're very significant issues with two buildings, one in the DDA, one just outside of the DDA, and we'll be moving to take them both as emergency dangerous buildings to court very soon to have them demoed, because they're, in each case, the roof is collapsed on both buildings. So we're going to be moving forward with those quickly. And just the day-to-day things right now have been very significant. Lots of interaction with the citizens, all good. We've got no issues. Staff's been very busy. So, and of course, I'm here for any questions.
Questions from Mr. Ferguson? Chief Wills.
Nothing new to report, sir. Everything is going well for us.
Clerk Treasurer Listerman.
I would just like to report that I apologize that we're still onboarding, and Kim Kiesler has finally been able to get the laptop operating. It's been back and forth for 3 weeks with our tech support, so that was done at 4 o'clock today. So I'm hoping that she can verify my figures so I can move forward. I'm ready to get that cleaned up so that we can plan on our budgets and also. And that's all I have if anybody has any questions.
They'll answer mine for me. Manager Kerberson, I was wondering if you could give us an update on our negotiations with the township for the Elmont Police Department contract.
I could, but I would defer to my partner in the negotiating team, the president of the village.
Mr. President?
Yeah, I can provide an update. Actually, we met again tonight. So in early March, we met, we rendered an offer in writing for the updated contract at $950,000 as the price point. We did not hear anything for 5 weeks. Late last week, we received a letter from the township saying that they went to the sheriff's office and were quoted a price of $510,000 for police services. We met tonight to discuss that, and then they counter offered our offer with that $510,000 price point. We countered it at $800,000, and they are supposed to have a special meeting to discuss it as a board on Monday. So that's where it stands at this point. Any other questions, Pete? Councilmember Schneider.
No, at this time.
President Pro Tem Steffler.
Just a few things from the park board. First, I want to express my thanks to our Elmont police officers for assisting at the park. A few days ago, we had some kids that were there reporting some noises coming from the pavilion. So I was contacted and made my way down to the park to see what might be inside the park pavilion there. Called Central Dispatch just to get in touch with some Elmont police officers because I wasn't sure what I was going to be opening that door to. They were already at the park when I got there. Everything was clear. There was nothing inside. We're not sure. We're calling it the Park Pavilion Ghost at this point. But just want to say that I appreciate their timely response and helping to assist and, help make the kids feel better too, because they were really shook up about what might be inside there. So if you want to pass along my thanks, I'd appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And just a reminder about the Earth Day event that DDA is organizing, participation with Park Board. So we're starting in downtown, doing our normal cleanup activities, and then moving to the park, we're planting some native trees and shrubs to further our park beautification efforts there. So I think we're still looking for volunteers. I see a couple students in the audience. If you need some volunteer hours, we've got them for you. You want to show up, and anyone else is invited too. I think the weather's going to be okay. Last year it was snowing, so anything's got to be better than that. I am also pleased to report that we had a new member apply to be the township representative. So that brings our membership up to 4. So that's good news. And it's someone with prior park experience. So we're looking forward to her coming on board and starting to fill out that park board. I do anticipate next meeting we will have someone for Almont Village to appoint as our representative to the park board in accordance with the park bylaws. So we will be in full compliance there. Our discussions on a paid park employee are still continuing. We met with Dale and Gary Grossbag, Dennis Swears, and myself and Tim to talk about logistics, kind of planning for what that position would look like, costs, that sort of thing. So we're still continuing to gather that information. It'll be a topic of discussion at our meeting this Thursday of the park board as we try and present the best picture that we can to both boards on what that position will entail, what the true cost of the position will be, incorporating space to sit, computer to work off of, phone allowance, that sort of thing, so that both boards have a true financial picture of what that position could look like. And we still do feel it's very needed, as we do have some pretty big park goals that we want to accomplish. Any questions for me? All right, that's all I've got.
Councilmember Powell.
All said.
Councilmember Miller.
Good.
We are adjourned.
That's got to be a record.
No,
Nope.
No.
close.
He set the record as pro tem.